that kind of goes past the definition, but I really think that a veteran is someone who has really sacrificed something, and to the point where their lives have been changed indefinitely, and they've probably seen something pretty gruesome. That isn't always the case, and we all have service in different ways, and I realize that, and you know, a veteran's a veteran, so I just want to honor those who have made that ultimate sacrifice, as well as those who have been able to make it back, have been fortunate enough to make it back by doing this little poem monologue thing, and also to share the power of today, because they gave up a lot. Some of them gave up all of their tomorrows for us to have a today, and they gave up that possibility of having tomorrows, and gave up a lot of their dreams and their aspirations to serve. So I feel like we should honor that. So I want to share with you the power of today, and I'm going to be reading this because I'm really bad at memorization, but I wrote this probably about 3 years ago, and I really felt like this is a good time to share it. So here I go. Yesterday had its moment. Leave it with the rest. The future isn't promised, so take that weight off of your chest. The math isn't easy to see, but I'll try my best. We're given but one life, so capture it in your arms. Take away all the yesterdays. You can't change the past. Begin anew at this very moment. Toss out the tomorrows, because tomorrow isn't promised. There's no guarantee that you won't just leave and immediately get hit by a car and end life then and there. So now that we have this single life to live, let's figure out what's important. All that is left is this moment right now. Maybe that's an opportunity to say or hear, I love you. That's one sunset to paint with all the colors of the wind. One shooting star left to wish upon, and the last chance to do something that you never have. One opportunity to tell someone something that you thought they weren't ready to hear. One shot to smell all the flowers one nose can handle. And if you're lucky, one last sunset to spend in the arms of someone that you love. Ladies and gentlemen, live true, for we will die long before our convictions do. Never forget, never regret. Live like you're dying, and laugh like no one is looking, and love out loud. I said love out loud. Just in case you missed it, that was the moment of impact. We have but one life, and if we don't live it right now, if you don't take the steps down the path that you want to follow right now, you may never get the opportunity to do so. We only have one moment, right? Eminem said it in Lose Yourself. You have one shot. We take out all of the rest, yeah? So, what have you done today? Or better yet, what are you gonna do today? Just think about that. What have you done today? The things that you have done today, were they worth fighting for? Veterans did not go to war so you can sit on your couch and be lazy. They're giving you an opportunity, and you need to take advantage of it. Now, we've made this miraculous discovery today. You probably already knew this in the back of your mind, but did you really accept it as truth? Did you accept that all we have is a moment, this very moment right now, and all you have is the blink of an eye, and then it's gone? How's that saying go? Life is not the number of breaths that you take, but the moments that take your breath away. Now here's my monologue, or the poem, or whatever you want to call it. I wrote this thinking one day I was on the way to some training, and it finally hit me, the concept, like, if I go to war, I might actually have to kill somebody. And it didn't sit well with me, and it kind of bothered me a lot, actually. But this is kind of what I wrote in thinking of the aspects of someone who really did actually have to take somebody's life, and how it might affect them. I labeled it, it was my duty. I was told it was my duty. I will always place the mission first. I will never quit. I will never surrender. Protect my country, my comrades, my family, the responsibility of a single man. An army of one never felt so literal. My 360 is always covered. I fight for my life, but I also fight for my love. They say you'll take a bullet for those you love, and I love my country. I love my brothers and sisters at arms. I love my family, and I love you. I will die for my love. I am the guardian of freedom. But guarding freedom has removed my own. Life was removed by my hand, thus removing that freedom. My unspoken strength is my weakness, and I cannot speak of my indiscretions. I can hide my disgust with myself, but if I sleep, I cannot contain the nightmares. The strong never sleep. What does that leave for my legacy? And if that really settles with you, that kind of, you can't really talk about that. You don't go home and say, I murdered some guy, and you're not happy about it. If you got a soul, I mean, it hurts. Not to mention, you're gonna see others get harmed just like you harmed others if you have been in that situation. And those kind of things, they set with you. So next time you see a veteran, don't just think, thank you for my service. I've heard it 100 times, and I haven't even really served. Remember that those people have a story, and chances are they can't talk about it or don't want to. So instead of saying, thank you for your service, say, thank you for today. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for my tomorrows. And thank you for giving up everything that you have, just so I can have. So that being said, I want you to think about something, and I know this is Veterans Day, but I want you to focus on, this is only one life. And you have to think about, what are you doing with it? For some, they never had that chance to get home and say, I love you. So you need to say, I love you to whoever it is that you need to say, I love you to. So here's your opportunity. So I want you to think of one thing. If you were to die today, right now, this very moment, who would your last phone call be to? Who would you want to talk to? Who have you not said something to because you didn't think they were ready to hear it? Now, think of what you would say. My last question. What are you waiting for?